Hey creative, it's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. So I saw this image on Instagram and today I'm going to show you how you can recreate it with the bra and panty set from Silky Socks. I'll have everything I use listed in the description box below. And if you like this video, you learned something new, give your girl a thumbs up, share it with your friends, make sure your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of my upcoming craft tutorials. Hey creative. So the first thing we're going to do for this project is I'm using this design right here that I got off of Etsy. I will have it linked for you guys in the description box if you want to purchase it too. Okay. So once I get my design, of course, we're going to go over here to Canva and we're going to go to create a design and hit custom size. Now, whatever size paper you're using, those are the dimensions you will enter. I'm using 13 by 19 size sublimation paper today, but I want to do my design in landscape. So I'm going to enter 19 by 13. And once you get your design from Etsy, of course, you'll go ahead and download it and upload it into Canva. So I already have mine uploaded here. So I'm just going to, this is the front of the sports bra, and this will be the back. So I'm just going to kind of crop this a little bit, just as close to design as possible without cutting anything off. And that's just going to help me get a better idea of my measurements when we start stretching it out. So I'm using an extra large sports bra for this project. So my dimensions are about 16 inches wide. And this part right here is about 7 inches. So I'm just going to kind of just stretch it out a little bit to get those dimensions. So I needed to be about, let's say like, let's do like 7.4, but of course, it's not wide enough, which is fine because it's just this green background, right? So what I'm going to do is just select this white part on our canvas, and we're going to change the background color to green. So it just kind of, blends in, so it'll work out. So this is the front. For the back, we just need a green background for the back of the sports bra. Then we're going to go ahead and add another page, and we're going to do the panties. So we'll go ahead and upload that design as well. Do the same thing, kind of just crop it a little bit so our dimensions can be as close as possible. And I'm using a large size panties, so they're about 14 by 9.5 inches. And y'all, I always give myself wiggle room when I'm measuring, so these aren't exact measurements. So just go ahead and measure your garments, okay? So this is the front. Go ahead and add another page. Grab the back. Same thing, crop it a little bit close. And guys, everything I use will be listed in the description box of this video. So you can go ahead and recreate this. Is it too soon to even be making Christmas stuff? Like, I don't know, but this is like super cute. Be like Santa's little helper, right? So let me just go ahead and stretch this out a little bit. Let's see, we said 14 by 9.5. Right? Yeah. And that's pretty much it, like as far as what we're gonna do as the design. So this is what it looks like. So we'll just go ahead up here and hit share, and you're going to download this and save it as a PNG to your computer, and then we'll just go ahead and print. While we wait for everything to print, I want to talk to you guys about the Silky Socks app. It's available for Apple and Android devices, and it's a great way to provide mock-ups for your customers. You just swipe through until you find the garment that you need, and you'll upload a picture from your camera roll, and you can crop it, you can pinch to resize, you can move it up and down, and you can just go ahead and take a screenshot and then crop that screenshot, and it'll be saved to your camera roll. And that is how you can just go ahead and quickly and easily send a mock-up to your customers. And you can order right from the app, and it tells you the pricing of the item on the app as well. So it's a very good tool to use. Very resourceful. That was a great idea for Silky Socks, especially for us who don't know how to use Photoshop. This is a great way to show the product to your customer. So make sure you grab it from the App Store, and it is totally free, okay? And of course, these are the blanks we'll be working with today, the front and back of the panties. I really love how they lay flat, so that lets me know it's going to sub really well. And here's the sports bra. The sports bra is extra large, and the panties were a large. I will say, as far as sizing goes, I would advise your customers to size up. And if you don't want to do panties or whatever, or if you want to do these for a man, they do have men and lady boxer briefs. I already have a tutorial on sublimating the briefs, so you can check that out as well. So, of course, before we even press anything, we're going to lint roll it really well. But the way that Silky Socks package their things, there's never really any lint on their items, which is awesome. So once you're ready to press, go ahead and lay your item face down on your design, and we'll just line it up as best as we can. And yay me, because my dimensions in Canva were pretty spot on. So we're just going to go ahead and use some heat tape to secure it to our paper, and make sure you heat tape it really well. Normally when I do garments, I like to use an adhesive spray. I like to use the Elmer's adhesive spray, the one in the orange can. But I guess maybe it's discontinued or something, because it's becoming super hard to find. So I had went to Michael's, which is where I usually get it, but they didn't have any. Of course, Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday, so I just had to go with the heat tape. But the heat tape works just as fine. So the adhesive spray isn't necessary, but it's just something I like to do. And you want to make sure, like I say, you tape this really well, because, of course, we're going to have to flip our image, and we don't want it shifting on us and possibly ruining the design. So according to our Silky Socks press guide, we need to be pressing at 400 degrees for about 50 to 60 seconds. I went ahead and did 60 seconds. And don't forget, guys, everything I use will be linked in the description box of this video. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. And so after our 60 seconds was up, we're going to go ahead and peel to reveal. And y'all, look how dope that is. The camera really isn't even doing it any justice. That green is very rich and bold. It is super vibrant. I absolutely loved it. I'm very happy with how these turned out. Now, you see how I have ink on the inside of the panties right there? Now, if you don't want that, there's a really easy solution for that. You'll just go ahead and grab some butcher paper and just stick it right there. You basically, anytime you don't want ink on something, just put some butcher paper there. Had I had the butcher paper there, the ink wouldn't have gotten there. But this look doesn't bother me. But if you don't want that, there's a little tip for you how you can prevent that, okay? So we're basically just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the back that we did to the front. We'll basically just repeat the whole process for both of our garments. Line it up and heat tape it really well. And I did start to run out of ink when I was printing this image. That's why the edge looks a little bit crazy. But enough of the image was printed for me to continue, so I just went on about my business. And of course, I have to give a special thank you to Silky Socks and Heat Transfer Warehouse for providing the blanks for this tutorial, you guys. Links to the items will be in the description box of this video. So same thing with the back. I'm pressing at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And the back turned out really well. So you can sub the front and back of these with no problem, you guys, okay? I love that. So here are the panties fully sublimated, and they look great. Like it's like completely seamless. It looks really nice and the colors came out really great, you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to the sports bra, and we're just going to do the same process. What we do to the back, we'll do to the front. And I'm just going to go ahead and tuck some butcher paper on the inside just to show you guys that this method does work, and just to show you what it would turn out, how it would turn out if you put that paper in there so it won't bleed through. And you guys, Silky Socks has such a nice variety of items. I definitely encourage you to check them out if you haven't shopped with them before. So now we're just going to go ahead and do the back of the sports bra. And it was a little bit bigger than my paper, so I just cut off a little bit of the edge of the design. And I'm just going to go ahead and heat tape it to the top where it was a little bit short. Nothing fancy, not my best taping job. But, you know, just wanted it to be fully covered. And of course, like I said, 400 degrees for 60 seconds again. And outside of me just doing this for like a super cute Christmas design, this would be great for like cheerleaders or majorettes or people who love to work out, okay? So if you're thinking, who could I sell this type of items to? Those could be your target audience right there. And as you can see, guys, the butcher paper worked. So I just did the same thing to the front, lined it up and subbed it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And this is the front and back of the sports bra. It looks really good. It feels really nice as well. Doesn't shrink or anything. That is sometimes a problem. But here's the completed set. What do you guys think? Will you be making something like this? As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later.